There's controversy over a pay rise which could see the Chief Fire Officer of Devon and Somerset earn more than the Prime Minister. The Fire Authority will tomorrow consider giving Lee Howell a £9,000 pay rise. He's already the highest paid fire officer in the South West. His equivalent in Dorset earns more than £131,000, while Cornwall's Chief Fire Officer earns £133,000. If the rise is approved, Mr Howell could earn £146,000 a year. But as Hamish Marshall reports, the firefighters who work for him fear they'll get a much smaller increase.
Working for the same service, but could the frontline and bosses be getting very different pay rises? Firefighters have had just two 1% increases in 5 years. That's also applied to the Chief Officer too. But now Lee Howell could get a rise of nearly £9,000. That's 6%. A report before the Fire Authority tomorrow says that when Devon and Somerset combined in 2007, the Chief Fire Officer was paid £132,000. His current salary is £137,000. But it says had his rises kept pace with those of firefighters, his pay should be more than £144,000. The authority has recommended to increase that further to £146,000. Firefighters say they should get equal treatment.
If the Fire Authority agree it, they would have to support firefighters. If they agree it but don't support firefighters, there'll be a lot of anger on fire stations in Devon and Somerset. So let's have a sensible decision and a sensible debate tomorrow, and hopefully they do the right thing by supporting firefighters to get a decent pay rise.
The service has had £5 million of cuts in recent years and has more than 150 fewer full-time firefighters. Neither the Chief Fire Officer nor anyone from the Fire Authority was available for an interview. We did get a statement which says it's up to the Fire Authority to set pay levels, and that's what it will do at its meeting tomorrow. It's recommended to approve the rises for senior managers. Firefighters' wage levels will be determined nationally. Hamish Marshall, BBC Spotlight.
Meanwhile, within the last couple of hours, fire crews were called to the Quality Hotel on Plymouth Hoe. It's the second fire in as many weeks. Five appliances from across the city were called to the derelict hotel just after 8 o'clock tonight. The fire on the ground floor was put out quickly. 3 people were believed to be inside, but after a search of the building, no one was found.
When the initial crews arrived, they saw smoke coming from the vents on the ground floor, which is adjacent to the reception area. I can't speculate the cause of the fire at this time, but obviously it will be investigated both by the fire service and the police.
And a huge gorse fire has destroyed one of Cornwall's most famous landscapes. More than 3 hectares of vegetation on Carn Bray have been burned. The flames could be seen from miles around, and the firefighters' job was made more difficult as spectators gathered to watch. 200 people called 999 when the blaze broke out last night.